Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and this is how to use Umbreon. Look at Umbreon's stats. Those are some incredible tank stats. I mean, almost 100 hit points, both defenses over 100, 130 special defense, 110 defense. This Pokemon is going to be the most insane tank you have ever used. And it's just a very strong Pokemon from it. Pure Dark typing isn't bad to have either, that your weaknesses are fairly obscure and your resistances are really good. Also, you do get a good amount of coverage with that Dark stab for just having a mono-type stab. Overall, you know, the typing, the tankiness, Umbreon is one of those just ferociously strong tanky Pokemon that it just feels like it's almost impossible to KO most of the time. Hopping into Pokemon Showdown, we get to see how to use Umbreon, and what I like to do is just go for the Curse Moonlight setup that you're going to have a lot of tankiness, that really the only thing that can start wearing you down is some hard status, Payback and Toxic, and then a crazy EV spread. I like this EV spread because with Curse, you can get away with putting a ton into special defense or getting a lot of hit points out of it, and then still having some decent defensive residual bulk. Throw leftovers onto Umbreon, you're going to be getting a ton of health back, and that's kind of it. Like, you're just going to be ridiculous. That Curse is going to be boosting your attack. Payback doubles in power if the user moves after the target, but since you're using Curse, you're pretty much going last all the time anyway, so Payback's going to always be hitting for 100 base power with stab, with your boost to attack, so that's incredibly strong, and you have Toxic to get even more damage on the stall. It's just ridiculous. So if we look at its abilities, you know, Inner Focus can work as an ability if you don't want to get like Parahaxed, which is a thing. Every once in a while it might work, but overall the Synchronize can work out pretty well, that if they try to burn you, Toxic, or status you in a way, at least you can bounce back a Toxic, then still sit up with the Payback Curse setup. After that, Umbreon is a very tanky Pokemon. Here's another EV set. You can pretty much use this EV set as well, go with higher special defense, less defense, and higher overall hit points on that other set. But with this, pretty much you make yourself a very easy baton pass Pokemon, that with Curse you're going to be able to baton pass off a lot of defense and a lot of attack into any Pokemon you please, because you're going to get set up. Umbreon's so tanky, it pretty much almost always gets set up. Then you also have Wish, so you know, set up your curses, set up a Wish, baton pass. Now the Pokemon coming in is just going to be set. And even if Umbreon is your last Pokemon, you have a lot of damage potential with that Payback, or you can fight until you feel, I've already gotten a KO, I've already gotten 2 KOs, let's just baton pass, whatever. Umbreon is good for that. And then last up, not really a moveset, but other things that Umbreon gets access to. Taunt, Foul Play, Confuse Ray. With this moveset, you know, you could have Toxic Foul Play, or you could have Payback Confuse Ray, maybe even have Taunt in there if you really don't want your opponent set up. Like, Curse Payback is going to be enough to get a lot of KOs on its own. Toxic is just kind of like that 4th slot. You can have that Confuse Ray, really mess up your opponent right there, or just play it however you want. But overall, Umbreon, just an incredibly tanky Pokemon. That Curse access is very, very powerful, and it's just going to be a very brutal Pokemon that if you need a tank on your team, go for Umbreon. That with this, you can make it a good special defense tank. You can switch in on those even special attacking Pokemon and then set up, or just use that as really good revenge Pokemon, and it will do a job. So Umbreon, your go-to tank. I think I've already mentioned, like, if you need a tank on your team, go for Umbreon. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Umbreon, very brutal Pokemon, and I hope you all have a nice day.